All right, well, I changed, stashed my bike, put everything there. Look at all the beehives, collecting all the honey. Whoop, there's some right there. All right, so where we're headed next is, let's see, I just want to check for ticks. Because they are around. Look at there. Hey, bee. Yeah. It's amazing. We need it. All right. Well, here we go. Pyeongtaek. Sorry, that is not Pyeongtaek. That is the river headed towards Sapgil Hole. Pyeongtaek is the other way, over that mountain. Actually, it's over that way direction. I apologize. I just had a little bit of trying to get adjusted back there because of a few things, but we're all good. So back to the hike in the bike. Oh yeah. My wife told me there'd be some washout from all the rain. I think there's more mosquitoes at the moment. A little bit of washout. Oh yeah, good stuff. Oh yeah. So you have to pardon my heavy breathing because I think it was a month ago, the last time I climbed up this little hill. I mean, well, what I'm getting at is I lived for a period of time in Colorado, and I first moved out there in 2000. And you know, when I got there, I was into the skiing and hiking and mountain climbing and mountain biking. And I did 114 or 14,000 feet. And for those of you that hike, you know you gotta start out early in the morning. I've heard of some people like going out at night, but sometimes the weather can change on you. Ooh, there's a burrow. There's a somebody lives in there. Pig, mountain pig. Could be a squirrel, could be nothing. But I decided to climb up here right after we had all these tremendous rain. And it's usually when a trail is interesting, but now some trails can be dangerous, but this one I know. I've been climbing it for a while. You still have to be careful. And it's still peaceful, beautiful. Air is great. So the side we came up on, you were with me. Mosquitoes, love them. That faces east. We're headed west. Actually, west is more that way, but. And what I'm getting at is, well, you'll see when I get to the top, but there's a way to climb this from basically all points. If you were to stop, the road goes all the way around. There's houses. There's a temple up here on the other side. There's many ways to get up here, so there's a lot of people have climbed this one. It's kind of sacred too. There's burial plots up here. I remember years ago I brought a young lady up here, and I didn't know she smoked. This is before I met my wife, and she lit up a smoke on the trail, and of course some others passed by and reprimanded her and reminded her that, hey, not only is it a public hiking trail, they're private land as well, with burial sites. But anyway, you want to have respect wherever you go, right? I've learned that lesson many times. Oh, nice rock face. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm. Oh yeah, mosquito in the ear. Oh yeah. Looking for a home. Mm. But most of the dang it, hills, mountains up to this area, they have like benches. They even have like workout equipment. And you'll see that when we get up further. It's like a midway section. That noise is from one of the little factories down the hill. It's so beautiful. The air is real good. Little heavy, little moist, humid, but feels good to breathe it. Oh yeah. Phew. Okay. You can hear the cicadas. Yeah. Other than my breathing and talking, this is pretty peaceful. If you're just up here by yourself, no distractions. You could almost turn the volume down on this video. And I bet after 3 to 5 minutes of just watching this video without the audio, I'd probably fall asleep. That's one of the things I've been looking at as I get older, sleep studies. I'm checking a lot of different things out. A lot of it comes down to diet, exercise, and then a schedule, a consistent routine. Same way like when you were a kid, you know, like babies. In the beginning, they're up, every 3 hours? And you might ask, well, how do you know about babies, Aaron? Well, I'm not an expert, but I have 5 brothers and 4 sisters. And I spent a lot of my younger years, teenage years, taking care of them, changing diapers, putting them to bed and all that. So anyway, back to the sleep. Let me wipe off the camera. All right. He walked right out of his soles. Man. Mushrooms. Don't eat the mushrooms. Actually, my wife and I were having that conversation about some mushrooms in the wild, like the ones in trees, I guess are good. You can eat them. And the ones that big and look like umbrellas, some of them, be careful with what I'm saying. Mushrooms can be deadly and dangerous, so we'll just move away from the mushrooms. All right, like those. Now, my wife, interesting story about her, and that's a whole nother topic. The way she grew up, you know, let's just say she didn't grow up the same way most people in suburban America grew up. Everyone's got a hard life, right? Even rich people. But what I'm getting at is just the way my wife grew up. She had to live off the land for quite a bit of stuff. And so every time we go hiking, we talk about that stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You feel it, man. Turn this around. Oh, that breeze feels so good. Wow. You know, and part of talking about my wife and our lives getting older, like some people I've met, well, we've all met a variety of different people, right? College educated, hardworking farm owners. In my life, I've met a lot of small business owners and entrepreneurs that, you know, before there was all the internets and the YouTubes and the Instagrams and the social mediums, they just carved out a niche. My grandfather, when he left he fought in World War II on the island of Palau. He survived that, came home, went to work for Greyhound bus lines as a diesel mechanic. And then he went to work so he retired out of Greyhound, and then he went to Cummins Diesel and was able to get some more years out of that. And then he became a real estate agent. So, and then my uncle, he started a business. My dad, he had 2 music stores. Interesting thing about my dad, the guy's a musical genius. And my brothers and sisters are looking at this. You know what I mean? We grew up, hardworking guy, musician, play music, write music, self-taught, would teach others, could play anything. And he started, okay, so there's one of the burial mounds I'm talking about that are here. So typically twice a year the families come and clean them up. But he built up 2 music stores and then moved to Florida. So I guess what I'm getting at is the older I get, I'm looking at what can I do for my own business. And here's some more burial mounds. So last time I was up here, my wife told me that one of the years theirs is 1999. So if you look, there's 1, 2, 3 family members there. So I mean by this GoYoung Mountain. It's fun to come and climb. It's a little difficult, but fun. But it's also sacred. And there's some more. There's 3 more. So, oh yeah, more. Yeah. So this is like the midpoint, and I'll just say I'm still learning how to do, like, to make a video or to do video editing or script writing and all that stuff. So a lot of my stuff is kind of crude. Now this is what I mean by the workout equipment. They got one for arms. Well, that's for arms there. Looks like shoulders, and that's legs. But so, and there's a sacred spot. Like every time I come up here, there's always some food, drink. I've seen soju there, which is an alcoholic drink. If you look, there's almost like a carving. Do you see it? You see that? That carving there? Like the face? Yeah, and the body. And it comes down. Yeah. So Korean history. Whew, super old, super intense. They're as old as the Chinese history and the Mongolian and Japanese. You know, their cultures were around well before ours. More burial mounds. So I was talking about as we get older and starting a business and what are you going to do, and well, at my age, 55, let's see, I dropped out of 3 colleges, because I was chasing an overseas check, making a bunch of money. And the sad part is I should have stayed in college and got the education for a better foundation. So any of you young folks listening, get the education. But I have met in my life people with master's degrees, PhDs, and they can't find their peace, or they can't find satisfaction. And what I'm getting at is there are ways to use the internet and different platforms to earn a side income, passive income. And you say, where am I at with that right now? Where are you at with that right now, Aaron? Well, just starting. And I bought a faceless YouTube channel, and now I'm trying to build it up. But the research that I've done on a lot of different ways. Now, if you're good in life, for example, I'll give you this example. My aunt, wonderful woman, her family heritage is Swedish, married my Uncle John, my mom's brother. Our heritage from her side is Finnish, from Finland. And she sold insurance up in Minnesota, downtown, the whole state. And she grew enough policies up to where she retired with residual income. So I would say anything you do in life, you got to work hard and you got to stick with it. You know, unless you win the lottery, or unless a relative dies and just gifts you money, for the most of us, we got to work hard. And I'm sharing this because if you're looking at it, the research that I've done, it's just like any other thing you do, you got to work hard at it. But in some cases, the payoff can be a lot better. And I've seen it. Do I have it yet? Not yet. Almost there. So this is another midpoint, leaving one. Remember those two hilltops I showed you? This is one, the shorter side, and that's the taller side. So we came from over that direction. I'll show you there, but just a stunning view. We're gonna head up there. So I would say if you're in a good position in life, stay there. If you have young children, stability, it's important. All I'm sharing with is that I hit a huge change, crossroad in my life, and a walking stick. I'll leave that for the guy that left it, or gal. And I just looked at, you know, other options for income, and we'll see where it takes us. So I'll end that discussion on that, and I'll check back with you in a couple of months, and I'll let you know where I'm at with it. And wait and see. But if, like anything, stick with it, finish it, get it done, wrap it up, move on to the next thing. So, oh, it feels so good. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah. Hey. Cute little blue flower. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So that is where we came from over there. Initial starting point way over there. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, dragonfly. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's another way you could have came up there, but Just that wind feels so good. Man, nice and cool. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah, here we are. Top. So there's one elevation marker, 295.8. Oh yeah. Mm. And with all that rainwater, the rivers turn brown. Nature is everywhere. So we've got, coming over here, this shows trailheads up here. And there's a temple down there. I've only been to it once. Down that way, down the bottom of the hill there, hello Korea, is an archery range. And then there's another marker. And there's a marker from 1985. Where were you in 1985? I was 1985. I was in 10th grade in high school. So I know some of you know what this is, right? Landing zone. It's just I think during the Korean War, my understanding was when I was first came here and they were talking about it is sometime they made that for training so helicopters can fly here. I don't know if it goes back to the Korean War or not. But anyway. So there's no, let's just hope there's not another. Beautiful. Wow. So cool. Over there is GoYoung Mountain. I've ridden my bike down through here, down through that, and then you go through there, come back through the town, and then you come up. The problem is they only let you ride your bike so far, and then you gotta hike the rest of the way, which is fine. Same way here. Feels super good up here though, I'll tell you that. So beautiful. Oh yeah. Windsock with no sock. Pretty beautiful. All right. Take a break for a minute.